Sveiciens visiem futbola draugiem, mūsu komandas līdzjutējiem un vienkārši sekotājiem. 5. nedēļa Emirātos, Dubajā. Turpinām trenēties un turpinām iepazīties arī ar komandas jaunpienācējiem. Nākamais viesis mums ir Īslandes centra aizsargs Axels Andressons. Axel, we will speak this time English, maybe someday Latvian or Icelandic. But first of all, hi. How are you feeling today?
Very good. Nice to be here. Been here now for 6 days, just getting myself ready and good training, good running, getting myself fit again and just feeling absolutely incredible.
Before we speak of this last period, last year or maybe today, how are you doing? Let's introduce yourself with our supporters. Where are you from? Which position? What else you can say about your beginnings?
Yeah, I'm 23 years old, Axel Andresson in Icelandic. I come from a small town in Iceland called Mosfellsbær. It's 10 minutes outside Reykjavík. So yeah, started playing football when I was only 5 years old, maybe with my old club back in Iceland. Played there until I was 15 years of age. Then I got scouted by English scouts and playing for the national team. Went to Reading FC in England, a championship club.
And last Norway and then Riga, but a little bit about this Mosfellsbær. What is this city? What can you say about it?
Yeah. You probably don't know this, but there's only 360,000 people in Iceland, so everyone knows everyone. Yeah, so it's just a small community, you know. Everyone just says hi on the streets to the next person, especially in my town. I think at the time when I was there, only 7,000 people lived there in this town. Maybe it's always growing, this town of mine. Just a lovely town, beautiful city. Reykjavík is really nice, and then obviously if you wanna get out of town, it's sure to see all these beautiful landmarks and places. So yeah.
How many options did you have to choose what sport, or maybe you wanted to be a musician or dancer or something else? We know that football and maybe handball, in
That's
Iceland.
a very funny story actually. My dad, was one of the world's strongest men at the time. So he was competing in strongman competitions. One time he was a boxer in Las Vegas. So yeah, it was fun to try to go into his footsteps, but just in another sport. He never maybe wanted me to go into this strongman sport because it really is hard for the body, you know. They have to eat 10,000 calories a day and
You saw everything of this process, how to become the world's strongest man. Because in Latvia, at that time, also some 10 years ago, it was very popular, and we watched it on TV. We had some very great and strong guys. That process is really tough. You saw this better than all of us.
Yeah, it was it's crazy to see into the life of a strongman. You know, the way they have to eat. It's not necessarily something healthy, it's just getting something to eat, you know. You have to get the calories up. And so it was a good combo because my dad, he was a strong man, ate crazy.
He's also a big man, 195 centimeters.
Yeah.
And what was his weight in the top?
He was more athletic, you know what I mean? He was doing all that kinds of sport as well, like shot put, you know. So like maybe his heaviest was 140 kilos.
That's normal for his
but
weight.
Still, that's quite a lot. But like I was gonna say before, it was a good combo because my mom, she was in fitness, competing on stage. You know what I mean? So it was a really good mixture of him doing my training and then my mom, and she was really good with the food. You know what I mean? She was really organized. Like helped me eat the right stuff at the right time, get in good shape in that, and food is so important, so it was a really good mixture.
About your family, it's also very interesting because after you signed the contract, we saw that probably it is your mother which congratulated you, yes?
Yeah.
How, and you have a brother in Reading, also the goalkeeper. How important in your life, in your growing, is family?
Yeah, they're all to me, and they really supported me coming here to Riga. I thought it was an unbelievably exciting new project for me, going to a country that I've never been to. There's no Icelandic player that has played in this league, so it will be a really nice stepping stone to play in a league where no one of my fellow Icelanders have done before. So, but yeah, back to the family. We moved all together to Reading when.
Yeah, that's also my next question about this. Knowing that how important is family to you. At 16, you went to England.
End of my 15th year, I signed for Reading, and I said to Reading at that time, I'm not going unless my whole family comes with me. So I have 2 younger brothers, and we all went into this academy of Reading, which is it's a really highly recommended and really good academy in England, one of the 5 best in England. So it was a privilege for 3 brothers, Andresson brothers, to enter this great academy, and one is still there, like you said, Jökull Andresson, my brother, and he's doing absolutely really well. So yeah.
About life overall. When you change the country, you study here, you learning the language and all this stuff. About this process, your comments.
In England, it was a completely different culture coming from Iceland. In Iceland, I was 15 years old playing first team football. You know what I mean? I was king of the castle. Easy. Then I came into the under-18s academy in Reading, and all of a sudden I was a boy. Like I was a duty boy. I had to clean the boots. I had to wear black boots. There was 1,000 rules, So it was a really, really, really tough first months to get used to being only a small boy. You know what I mean? From being looked as an adult in Iceland. So it was interesting, but I wouldn't take anything back. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful experience, and there's still one Andresson in the family member still there, so it was a really positive outcome.
Reading, this 4 years playing in Premier League 2, playing on loan on some different English teams, and also 1 year in Viking. You did all as you wanted, or something is missing in this puzzle?
I'm a player that I aim as high as possible. The highest level I want to get at, you know what I mean? When it comes, it's a matter of time. Change of my career? No, I wouldn't change anything. It's been perfect, and I've always been really, really thankful. And when I get to these points, when I went to Reading, I was happy. When I went to Viking, happy, and now Riga, and I'm really happy about this move. So it's just you have to live your life to the fullest, and in my opinion, visit new countries, and it's just really happy.
Mika was in Middlesbrough. I asked the same to him. What was the things, the experience you took to your further life from England, from all this culture?
What did I take out of it? Just come on the right time. they really with just they're really tough on everything. You know what I mean? Like just do the right things, train extra. Just everything like this, probably same as Mika told, just discipline, and that's something I really took away from England. You know what I mean? It really takes you to a step where you think how good discipline is. I saw it only maybe 2 years after I was in the academy. New coaches came in, and the old school was out. You know what I mean? The old school coaches, and the boys were not wearing still like black boots, and didn't have to clean the boots of the older players, and they were much more wild. You know what I mean? It was much harder to, in a way, talk to them or something like that. I really like the old school way, just learn and all the discipline, and so yeah,
So the discipline in your next steps isn't the problem anymore for you. You are used to it.
Very used to it, and you know, the training was really hard. Experienced some crazy stuff like going to a boot camp in Oxford for the Navy. You know, and we had to wear army suits for 6 days in a row and march like the army. You know what I mean? And I just saw how life is good. You know what I mean? For us footballers, it's hard. Definitely, it's not as easy as people think, but still, just enjoy. Try to live every day happily, and everyone is good.
2019 signing with the Norway team, Viking. You had some other options?
Yeah, I had some options to go to Holland and stay in England, but it was just an exciting adventure trying Norway. They were at the time in the Obos-ligaen, which was the B League, and they were top of that. And I love to win, so I saw that they could win the league. So it was really tight in the end, and in the end we won the league in the last game by 1 point, and it was a crazy feeling the winning feeling. You know what I mean? That's what I live for, and coming here to Riga, you know, it's seeing the champions. I want to be in that kind of environment, and I straight away feel the winning mentality here. You know what I mean? So it's really nice to be in that environment.
2019, the club Viking won the Norway Cup. You remember the day, the atmosphere, what was going on?
Yeah, it was amazing. Just everything about it, all the feelings, you know. Yeah, just something I want to relive, and we will do it here, hopefully.
Now we are living in a different time. I saw in the many pictures of you the full stands and all the atmosphere crazy going on the stadiums. How is to live knowing that maybe that will be the problem?
Great question. I live for the atmosphere. I live for full stadiums, many people. That's something I'm ready to die for. You know what I mean? The adrenaline and everything. So the time that the fans will come back to the stadium, that's the time I will be the happiest. So yeah, like you say, it's been a hard time. It's different times, and but hopefully it's coming to an end soon. So yeah, just.
So the England, the Norway, Iceland national teams, from all the youth teams, and also the debut in a national team, and now Riga. How this process was developing to get here, and how you made this decision? What was the factors?
It's a good question. I was in Norway, played most games last season, felt really good. Riga came in December, January time, and they showed a lot of what you say, just they really wanted me to come to this club, which was a really important factor. You know what I mean? I want to be at a club where I feel at home, and the coaches and all the staff want me and know me, so that was a big factor. Huge factor, like I've been talking about earlier. We're champions, you know. We're the champions of Latvia, and I love to win. And yeah, and like I said earlier on, I know I'm repeating, but just a new adventure. You know what I mean? Life is too short to maybe doing all the same stuff that other people are doing. Many Icelanders go, you know, to like I was in Norway, maybe Scandinavia. Holland or something like that. So I just thought it was really exciting to try something new and live somewhere that I wouldn't probably be living at if I was just a normal person. You know what I mean?
What do you know about the place where you will live?
Not a lot. And like I said, I came straight here to Dubai, so I haven't been to Riga yet. Me and my girlfriend Camilla, we've been trying to find an apartment in the Riga center. So we've been looking at.
You can YouTube, or you are just going with let's see what it brings.
No, we've been looking a lot, and Iceland and Latvia are like good friendly countries, I've heard. we were the first ones to sign under the freedom contract in I can't remember the date and year, but that's what the Icelandic people told me. Everyone that has gone to Riga that I've met and talked to have said it's a beautiful place, lovely place. Could be a little bit warmer at times, but if there's someone used to it, then it's me, you know what I mean? So that's not a problem. Just really looking forward to see the place. So, but yeah, like you say, I'm kind of going into a new adventure. So maybe you'll show me around the place.
Yeah, after the championship title.
After the championship. Yeah.
Okay, and about the club, what do you know about the football we have played and the way we play? Maybe you watched some games.
Yeah, I watched some games, looked through it thoroughly before I came. Spoke to the manager. He's a top guy. I loved the way he thought and his thinking to bring the club forward. You know what I mean? The next step is to try to get further in Europe, which is something I'm really looking forward to. Played one European game with Viking last season and wanted to go further than that. And I thought with this step coming here, it was definitely a better chance to maybe doing something great here. So yeah, knowing about the club, I've been here 6 days now, seeing the tactics, see how we play, and I really like it. We're a strong team. I thought I was big, but then I came here and I saw all these guys. They have more muscle than me, so I was like, "Ooh, I need to step up a little bit here now." But yeah, it's just really promising.
If to be honest, the level of the players you can compare with the Norway league. We know this is the very strong league and probably overall a little bit stronger than Latvian. But what about our level of the players?
I was really surprised to see the standard, especially when I came here and saw the physique of the players, and to think about how young this club is and how far it has come in such a short period of time. It's outstanding. So I thought and been thinking like to myself, if we can get this far in these few years, where can we go in the next years? So it's a very good standard, in my opinion.
Conditions in Dubai. We are here for the 5th year in a row.
Yeah.
How do you like here? Have you been here before with some other teams, or this is the first experience?
I've been to Qatar twice, which is just right around the corner, if I can say so. So it's not the same, but it's quite similar. But it's just more for the tourist to come here. You know what I mean? Beautiful city, great conditions to play football in, great pitches and a lot of games, which I like. You know what I mean? We're not just training; we're putting these trainings into the games, and a lot of games. So conditions are absolutely perfect for footballers to grow. You know what I mean? So. Yeah,
boys are training for 4 weeks. You are here 6 days. How you are living with this? In what shape you are right now? And maybe you need to catch them in all the conditions they are.
Yeah, definitely have to catch them. Maybe just running wise, and playing football is obviously different from only running. I trained in Iceland with my old club, so I'm not in completely horrible situation here. So, but still, like I said, training with the guys for the last few days, they're in excellent shape. So I'm just getting used to the conditions as well. You know, it's much warmer here than in cold back in Iceland. So, but yeah, and that will come fast. And you know, the food here is good. It's everything is top. So
when we can expect you to play?
Just ask the coach as soon as possible. I want to play to. Yeah. I could definitely play, but I couldn't promise you a full game, but not with maybe much quality in full 90 minutes. You know what I mean? But I'm ready. I feel good, really fit. Nothing wrong with me. Just in really good conditions.
If we continue a little bit about our level of the team, how do you think what goals we can set this season? Of course, it's all know we need to win championship, we need to win cup, but about these European games, what goal we can set? Of course, we have this third step this year, the Conference League. Where in this pyramid you see us?
Like I've seen it from my perspective, we've brought in quality players. Just all of the new guys are really good and good characters, which I like the most. You know what I mean? I look into the characters of the people, and they're all top guys and have winning mentality. About the next steps and where we can end in the league and the Europe.
You probably know we was one step ahead of the group stages when we won the Copenhagen. So it's we know our main goal.
Definitely, like you say. But maybe like we haven't maybe since I came have like a team meeting about what are the set goals and where are we aiming. Everyone knows we're aiming for the title and obviously cup and go far in Europe. So maybe I know as much as you at this moment for that aspect.
We have a goal to get in one of the group stages, and let's see which it will be. Of course, our dream is the highest, but we have some other options. Okay, let's finish with some words to our fans. What then can expect from you?
They can expect a real fighter, a Viking, like you said in one of the posts. I'm vocal, I speak a lot. If there's something I'm good at, heading and building up from the back. I love to play good football. I look like a kick and run player maybe because I'm big and strong, but I can also play. I'm left-footed, so that's a quality in its own way because there's few of us tall left-footed center backs. So
of course it's the best if you have the center backs with the right and the left.
And I usually have a special relationship with the fans because I just love to be around the fans. I love the atmosphere. Like I would love to be in the stands as well, just screaming with them for us. So it's just a really looking forward to see the people at the stadium. Obviously, when the right time for COVID is, and just to see everything, live it.
Of course, we are so waiting for this moment when the fans will have a chance to come back. And let's finish this time. Thank you and good luck, as I said, to all of us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.